Hello everybody, getting ready to do lesson 3.6 of Algebra 2 Math, part 2 today. Part 3 is available. 3.6, solving radical equations. We got a 32-point skill sheet in our classwork today. Get your classwork sheets at that email. And we have no points today for note-taking, for solving equations. So, rational exponents. When an equation contains a power with a rational exponent, you can solve the equation using a procedure similar to the one for solving radical equations. In this case, you first isolate the power, then raise each side of the equation to the reciprocal rational exponent. So we've seen that before. We have a standardized format here of solutions. What are the solutions of 4x to the 2/3 power equals 36? So this is our original equation here. So we divide each side by 4 to start isolating our. Okay, so page 3 here of our classwork. We have our situation here, x to the 2/3 equals 9. So the way that we get rid of this exponent here is we multiply it by its inverse here, which is 3/2. So we raise each power to the 3/2 power. What we do on this side, we have to do on this side here. And then this cancels out. We have x equals 9 to the 3/2, 9 cubed. And then taking the square root of that would be 27, plus or minus 27. So the correct answer would be D for that one. Now we have got to practice here. Here's our equation. Students, this is yours down here in your independent practice. Solve this now in our guided practice. Solve the equation, check your solution. So x to the 3/2, we multiply, or rather we divide both sides by 3. And then we're going to take the inverse of 3/2, which is 2/3. So we have x to the 3/2 power, and then we take that to the 2/3 power, and then we take 125 to the 2/3 power. And we have x equals 25. So how do we get that here? Well, let's see. We squared 125, and then we took the cube root of that, which is 25. Okay, and then 4b, so we're going to check now. 3 times 25 to the 3/2 power. Does that equal 375? So 3 times 125, yep, that equals 375. So let's go to page 7 now on your classwork sheet. Solve an equation with a rational exponent. This is our equation here. So there is our original. So what do? We add 1 to both sides. This goes over there. We have this situation now. So now we're going to raise each side to the 4/3 power to get rid of this. So you raise this to the 4/3. We raise this to the 4/3. And we have x plus 2 equals 8 to the 1/3 power, which is the cube root of 8 to the 4th power. And then we get x plus 2 equals 2. And then the next step will be x plus 2 equals 16. 2 to the 4th would be 16. And then we solve for x. X equals 14. The solution is 14. We're going to check. You go ahead and check that. We got our guided practice here with this situation here. Students, this is yours down here. Page, so you can do your independent practice. This is on your classwork sheet, page 10A. This is included. Here's our situation there. How do we get rid of our 4/3? We take the 3/4 power of both sides now to get rid of this power here. We move 3/4 over here to the 81 as well. So we have x minus 5 equals plus or minus 81 to the 1/4 power cubed. So the 1/4 power of 81, what's the 4th power? Or rather, what is the 4th root of 81? What is the 4th root of 81? It'd be 3. So x minus 5 equals plus or minus 3 cubed. What does that come out to? X minus 5 equals 27. And then we have a solution here of 32. And then we have another solution at negative 20. Should we check both of those? Yeah, I think we should. So we're going to stick in here a check of negative 5 here. That checks. And then we check, or rather, negative 22 here, minus 5. And what was the other one? Is 32. So that's right, we had two solutions. We're going to check this solution as well, and this checks as well. So we did some correct algebra there. And that is 3.6 Part 2. Part 3 is available here, as well as all your other course materials, home students and other students. And if you need other material, contact me here at this email. Thank you very much.